Buying a property in Dubai on a payment plan sounds great. Low down payment, flexible terms, and no mortgage required. But what if something goes wrong? What happens if you can't keep up with your payment plan? Can you lose everything? Will the developer take back your property? In this video, I'll break down exactly what happens when a buyer misses the payments on a payment plan here in Dubai. And I'll do it in simple terms. No legal jargon, just the facts and insights that you need to protect yourself and your investments. Also, as you can see, I'm now back to Dubai. The surgery went well, so thanks a lot everyone for your very kind messages. But for those new who don't know me, by no means I ain't a legal expert nor a property agent. So you should always check with a lawyer. However, as an active investor and financial advisor, I do know quite a few things about the real estate market in Dubai, having bought, sold, and rented tens of units by myself and helped hundreds of clients to make substantial ROIs and save money on mistakes such as this one. So if you like this kind of video and find it useful in your property investing journey here in Dubai, then don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe to see more of these videos in the future, and let's begin with the video. So what happens if you miss your payment? When you buy a off-plan property in Dubai, you are tied to a payment plan. However, not always it goes as planned, and if you miss your installment, here's what happens step by step. By the way, the next outlined steps are based on the Dubai Law number 19 of 2017, which amends the Law number 13 of 2008. Yet, I will make them more straightforward and understandable for you. And to make this process more understandable, one quick thing that you have to know is the sales purchase agreement, or simply SPA, because everything here in Dubai is based on what was outlined there, signed by you and by the developer. That's why the sales and purchase agreement is a legal contract that contains all the information for the both parties, along with all the terms and conditions. Besides having the names of the buyer and the seller, it also records the date of the initial agreement, the payment terms, and the financial closing date of this contract. Now, if you missed your next installment, step 1, the developer can report you. That means that if you don't pay on time, the developer can officially report you to the Dubai Land Department, or shortly DLD. DLD then sends you a formal 30-day notice, giving you a chance to catch up on your payments. Step 2, you have 30 days to settle this payment. During this time, you can obviously make the payment, settle it partially, or negotiate new terms. If you fix it within 30 days, great, the contract continues. If not, things get serious. Before we get into these serious steps, if you're looking for some private personal guidance on your property investing journey in Dubai, I also offer one-to-one coaching sessions where we'll deep dive into your goals, budget, and strategy to build a profitable and sustainable real estate portfolio. You can now book a consultation, and if you decide to continue with one of my coaching offers or sourcing service, the call fee will be waived completely. Plus, to make things easier, I've now introduced also installment payment plans for some of these courses. All the details are in the description below, and you can also visit my business Instagram where I post exclusive content from those calls with my clients. So reach out, book your spot, and let's build your property roadmap together. Now 30 days have passed and you still haven't paid. So what happens in this case? Here it all depends on how far along the construction is. First, if the project is more than 80% complete, the developer can keep all your money and either ask you to pay the rest or sell the unit at auction and recover their money. When the project is 60 to 80% complete, they can cancel the contract and keep 40% of the property value. In cases where the project is less than 60% complete, the developer can then cancel the contract and keep 25%. And in cases where the construction hasn't even started, they can keep up to 30% of what you've paid and cancel the deal. So as you can see, these situations are not very favorable to you as an investor. There might be some other possible consequences. You might be blacklisted by the developer or even a few developers. You could lose the chance to buy again in the future. And some developers may even pursue legal action against you, besides all the steps that I've mentioned, to recover some of their losses. Some of the additional clauses that you have to know, and also some of the buyer rights that you have to be aware of. This rule states that it is applied only to the off-plan sales and not to the land sales. And also, buyers retain the right to seek legal help if they believe that this developer is misusing their powers under this regulation. But there are many other circumstances, and every single developer is different, and there could be way more other scenarios. In other cases, if an installment payment is missing, although there are no interest rates with the off-plans nowadays in Dubai, so the interest is actually at zero, there might be some interest applied and of course some penalties for the future payments. One of such examples I could give from my very own experience. When I bought my first off-plan here in Dubai, I got it with the Damak developers, and at that time I once missed one of the payments. I actually didn't really miss it purposely. I just sent the money and they didn't arrive on time for this payment to be made, and that's when they applied a very small penalty. So although I actually made everything right and I sent them letters and I tried to reach out their administrations and all the sales departments to let them know that I actually made this transfer from abroad to their account even before the payment date, the money didn't arrive in their account, so that's why they applied this small penalty that was later waived. In this case, I was able to actually prove that I've done nothing wrong and I paid everything on time. So if this happens to you, just make sure you reach out to them and explain the situation. But the best is to make those payments in advance, to be sure and to just sleep well that you won't experience any kind of rise in interest or penalties in the future payments. The buyer could be also required to pay for any outstanding taxes or fees before taking the possession of this property. Because besides all these installment plans, for example, if your property is almost complete, they might install the meters for the electricity, they might install some other things, and if you're delaying your payments, the developer will most probably exercise their right to charge you. However, just make sure that you do your research, your due diligence, you read all the contracts before signing anything, and specifically you read the sales and purchase agreement, the SPA, and make sure you know what to expect in such situations, because anything could happen. You might actually miss one payment, or you just might, wait for your salary or income to hit your account and you're not able to make it in time. So in the case that you read the SPA and it says that you won't be charged any penalties or so, you will know that from the steps that I've outlined today, you will have 30 days to make this payment and then everything resumes on a normal pace. In my opinion, it would be good for you to just reach out to the developer and tell them about the situation. Don't think that they will impose some kind of charges if there is nothing written on the SPA, so definitely that would be a better proactive move that you can take. So let's reiterate, what should you do if you're struggling to pay? First of all, talk to the developer early. Most of them, they're actually normal businessmen, normal business people, and they are willing to negotiate new terms or just simply give you even some time to breathe. Secondly, obviously avoid the payment delays. The moment you miss a payment, don't wait. That 30-day clock starts ticking fast. And finally, of course, get legal advice. It could be both with a lawyer, it could be with a property consultant, or it could be with investment professionals like me. But basically, have a quick consultation with a local expert who's done this a couple of times and can help you save the hassles and a lot of money and stress. Nevertheless, as final thoughts, missing a payment in Dubai is not the end of the world, but it could cost you a lot if you are not careful. I have many people and clients who reach out to me who are not actually able to keep up with those payments, and they just want to resell the property at a lower price. They are losing in value. They might even lose the property. So these are obviously the distress deals that are pretty good and appealing for investors, but as a human being, I don't really like this happening. It's happening quite a lot, and I really would like my community to be aware of this and not fall into these traps. Know your rights, act early, and most importantly, never go into any kind of financial situation without the financial buffer. Let me know in the comments below, have you or someone you know ever struggled with keeping up with the payment plans, or just what you thought about this? Maybe you have some more insights that I might not know about. Like and subscribe for more property insights, and I will see you in the next video.